Hey y'all, this is Ursula, the Hobby Container Gardener. I hope you guys have had a great day today, y'all. We have had a good day, but also a rainy day. So it rained a good bit down here in southeast Louisiana. And according to our 10-day forecast, we're going to be getting a lot more of that. Looks like every day we're going to be getting some rain. So I've come out now that the rain has stopped for the day and just to kind of look over the garden. So I see a couple of things I want to just go ahead and harvest. I definitely want to harvest those potatoes in a bag, the first 3 bags that I planted, but not while they're wet and soggy. Those grow bags are, yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna touch them. Um, I'm thinking what I might do is I might just cover them maybe with some plastic or something to kind of keep the rain from off of them every day. And then when I get a chance, if the bags are not wet, I can go ahead and harvest. But yeah, I'm not touching the potatoes. But today I have a couple of things I want to harvest. So I'm looking at the cucumbers, and I see a couple of cucumbers on here that I'm going to go ahead and harvest. Um, yeah, they're ready. And I'm also looking over and I'm looking at this little squash plant. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to make it. I don't know if the vine boy got to it or what happened to it, but it's not looking good. I'm going to go ahead and harvest that little squash that's on it and just see what happens. But I do have this one looking okay. Look like pottery mildew because of all of the moisture, all of the rain. And I have this one behind me. So um, we're going to see. Also, I want to go in. I got some tomatoes that I want to harvest. I don't want them to split because once the tomatoes get a whole lot of water at one time, they tend to split. I don't want to lose any of them. And I want to go over here and harvest my final onions. So this will be my third onion harvest and my final onion harvest. I think that's going to be it for today, y'all. I think that's going to be it. I do have some eggplants, but I don't want to harvest everything at one time because that means I'm gonna have to do something with it. So maybe tomorrow or the day after I can come out and I can get those eggplants and a couple other things that I want to harvest. First, we're gonna go ahead and do these cucumbers. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get these cucumbers. I'll get this one first. Get this one next. Get Probably eat this one first. One more little one over here. Little deformed, but it'll eat just fine. Okay, so we got 4 nice sized cucumbers. Let's go ahead and get those squashes, y'all. All right, so I'll keep an eye on this little plant. Um, if it doesn't make it, y'all, I'm just gonna drop some more seeds, and I'll see what I can put on these leaves for this mildew. I'm also seeing it on the cucumber leaves, and I think we're gonna get a lot more of it because of all of the rain that we're getting. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this crop cage and get these tomatoes before they burst. All right, let's get into this crop cage. But I'm so happy so far with what I've harvested. All right. Okay. basket down. All right, y'all. All right, so this is the first larger tomato that I'm harvesting. This is one of the Creole tomatoes, and y'all, let me get this little leaf out the way because it looks horrible. All right, so this stem is trying to hold up 4 tomatoes. Y'all see that? And this poor little stem is just leaning over. Before this one started turning, I was trying to figure out how I was going to support it. But now that I have one turning, I could go ahead and take this one off and alleviate some of the weight that's on the stem. And I can't wait because I love Creole tomatoes. Still hanging over, but I'll bring this inside. So that kind of took a little bit of the weight off. I may still have to figure out how I can better support it until another 1 or 2 come off, and that'll be better. All right, so we got 1 tomato. Let me turn this back. All right, now we're about to get to those, y'all. I've been harvesting from them like crazy. So let's go ahead and get them. Just so y'all can see what they're looking like. Here, even all the way up here, there's one that can be harvested. So let's go ahead and get started. Take the whole stem because there's one that's not ready yet. Up. This one still have a couple of them on here that are not ready yet, so I'm just going to take the ones that are ready. Go ahead and take these 2, and I'm gonna take this one. All right. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of new tomatoes coming on, like up there, and I'm waiting on this one right here. It's a huge one. Yeah. So a few more tomatoes, but nothing yet that I need to go ahead and harvest. I think these will be okay for the next couple of days. So far, that's my harvest. So far. All right. Now the only thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and pull up the rest of those onions. I'm going to find something else to put those onions in because I don't want all of that soil to get onto my tomatoes and cucumbers and squash. So we're about to go. Okay, y'all. So we have made it to the final grow bags of onions. So I planted them in 2 double pocket grow bags. It's time for them to come up, y'all. So Like I said, with all of the rain that's forecasted, and I only have one that's like standing, it's definitely time. Looked like this was a bag of red onions. All right, not too bad. All right, let's get to the second bag right here. All right, once again, not too bad, not too bad. Get the last one. Okay. Oh, I missed one. All right. All right, y'all. So my final onion harvest. Not too bad. I just hope to do better next year, of course. But yo, I ain't mad at them. Not at all. All right. Okay. Make sure I got them all. This one. This little white one. Yep. That is it, y'all. That is my final onion harvest. So we're about to take this over there so I can kind of sort them out. And okay, y'all. So we finally finished the harvest for today, and I just want to show y'all what I ended up with. Look at that. This is amazing. Squash. I'm going to enjoy this tomato when it turns. And all of these onions, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so it's starting to get dark on me, so I think I better go inside. Take my little strawberries, my little snacks, and put them with my harvest for today. And go inside, y'all. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put those onions. I may be able to I have another rack. I think I can put the onions on a rack. But yeah, everything else I'm gonna figure out what to do with it. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. Y'all stay safe and be blessed. I will talk to you guys later.